I don't know if you ever used one of these things before. It's called bag and can technology. There's a lot of products that have these oils. This particular one is a Simply Saline nasal mist. It's 4 ounces of saline water, essentially zero value component. It costs $8 for one of these cans. They're great. They work wonderful. I mean, they spray out a mist, and they never mix the propellant with the contents of the container. So, you know, it's not like you're shooting some sort of butane or something up your nose when you use this stuff. It's a great product. However, the two main really bad things. One is they're real expensive. It's like $8 for one of these cans. And the other is that when you're done, they're not, you just throw them in the garbage. And that's really a waste. Well, that drove me crazy. So I went through, some effort to figure out how to refill them. And with this little device I've come up with, I can refill these cans with anything. It doesn't even matter. It could be a different component than what they originally had. Today, I'm going to refill this with plain everyday water as a demonstration. All right, the basis of this product, and let me aim this down a little bit, is that I have a acrylic cylinder, very heavy duty, and I have a glass with plain water in it. This little thing that I made on my CNC machine, which is just an acrylic piece with cut in a circle with a stainless steel straw stuck in it. Then we have our can, which when you remove the top, you can see it's got a hole in it that fits on here thusly. And the cylinder goes over it like that, onto a seal on the base that I constructed on my CNC machine. Here's the lid, which consists of a Schrader valve and a way to turn the can on by rotating and compressing it, and a seal on the bottom, which I made myself. And these components all fit together. There we go, and that goes on here. That goes on here. We have to contain the pressure. There's a lot of pressure involved, but if you know how to do things, you can make a control vessel. This goes on here, and here I'll stop this here while I get everything ready, and then we'll start again. All right, here's the device ready to be inflated. Now the idea behind this device is that rather than try to force the liquid into the container under pressure, which would be a really difficult job and probably not work, what I've done is I've taken the pressure and put it on the outside of the device. So when you pressurize the cylinder, the air pressure on the outside of the can will force the liquid into the can through its normal seal, whereby the pressure on the inside of the can, when you overcome the pressure on the inside of the can, the liquid just normally flows up into it under very low relative pressure between the inside of the can and the outside of the can. So basically the bottom line here is that the seal at the neck of the can only has to contain the pressure that's the difference between the inside of the can and the outside of the can, which may be 1 or 2 psi versus the pressure inside this container, which is fairly substantial. I mean, there's in this container holds probably 1 ton of pressure between the top and the bottom. But on the inside of the can and the liquid, it's only a couple of psi, and so that's just enough to make the liquid flow up into the can. So I'll go ahead and I'll start the process by pumping on this just regular everyday routine bicycle pump with a gauge that has this connector to the Schrader valve, locks on, which is very convenient for me, and we'll see how it goes. Well, this first we have to turn it on by, I run this little screw in, and that pushes down on the valve inside the can. So now the can is activated, the valve is open. Let's see how that goes. Let me tighten this little screw here real quick. Keep the pressure in. Okay, here we go. I'll pump at the can. Alright, here we go. Now we're watching the liquid level. And it's starting to flow. It's flowing into the can. And the can is full. So now we'll let off on the valve. Valve is now closed. And we can let off the pressure and open it up. Let's see. Now I won't tell you what the pressure is because that's classified. So we'll let it off. That's it. The can is full. The pressure is off. We've put in about 4 ounces of liquid. Cost $0. One of these cans can be reused an infinite number of times because the bag inside is very strong. It's capable of taking, many recharges. We've been throwing these suckers in the garbage. I hate that. $8 worth of can thrown in the garbage with 1 cent worth of ingredients. This doesn't make any sense. Okay, anyway, here, let me stop this and I'll open it up and I'll show you how it works. All right. Take that off. Take that off. And that top off. Cylinder off. Can out. Put that back in here. Put this little top on. And note, spray, instant spray. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's pure water. Not really of any value, but it could have been any ingredient at all. Completely filled up. Absolutely free. Well, except for the cost of all the engineering and all the effort that I put into making this little cool device. But basically, it's free. I can do this 1,000 times. I've thrown out so many of these cans, I can't tell you. They also they have another version that has oil in it. They have other ones that have other products in it. Any one of these cans, I could just refill it with anything I want now. And wonderful. All right, thanks.